It's Week 7 of the National Football League. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Chiefs and the Lions, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Huard. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, maybe 6 points too.
Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off from Arrowhead. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 36. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Lions.
Back to throw. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Well, the good part is he did bring that play to a stop. Unfortunately, looks like he got banged up on the tackle. He's in some discomfort out there. 2nd and 6 coming up here. In off to Gibbs from the gun. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped on the play by big Chris Jones. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He's going to throw this one. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Lions readying for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So second down coming up. Back to the air, Mahomes. Dump off caught by his back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Hauled in by Worthy. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. They'll throw on first. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the...
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our... So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. This is Gibbs on second down. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running for it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This throw is cut. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
First and goal.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions go up 6-0 here in the first. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Extra point try is good by Wright. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Dallas Flowers now on the return. Returns looking good so far. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing is Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackled by Jack Campbell. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 48-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss. And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Mahomes now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that makes it 4th down. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Lions offense returning to the field. They've ripped off 4 straight wins, and if this lead holds, that's going to be 5 before we know it. They go play action on first. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Gibbs now from the gun. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Sending a tight end in motion left. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Completes this one to Gray. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
It's a gain of 4 there, and the Chiefs are going to have a first down. And time runs out before... About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Lions get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'd make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
The Lions and this running back headed back out for a new series. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. On first down, it's Gibbs. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Fires right away, but incomplete.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. First and 10 now from the 30. Blown back gets the handoff. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They motion the slot man right. Here's 2nd and 7. On target to Worthy. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 8. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Lions' 39-yard line.
From the 39. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
6 yards.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
3rd and long for Mahomes. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Lions will go on offense. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Third and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. Third and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
He gets it away now from his own end zone. Takes this in the area of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they're going to take over possession. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes. Hauled in by Gray. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 15-yard line.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Gets it to his fullback. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Another throw for Mahomes. The throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Throwing again, Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs start to fight back with their first points of this game. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Kickoff taken at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Lions get ready to return to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Tight end motioning right. To throw here on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Another try following the sack. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
A pickup of 9 that takes them up to 4th and just 1. They're out now, ready to punt it. Dallas Flowers on the return. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. It's the Lions with it on 4th and 1. Their punter making his way out now. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Takes this in at the 25. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Catch made underneath by the back. This is ahead for about 5. Tackled by Jack Campbell. 3rd and short, here's Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. Running back, motioning right. Back to the air, Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And he goes out a little short of the 40. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Pistol now for Mahomes. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs take a 4-point lead. Reed now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, but they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. He'll throw it. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Throwing now on 1st down. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. From the 47. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Still inches to go on 3rd down. They go play action here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Lions getting one more series here before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Back to the air following the pick six. Pass complete to Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So that break, the rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Flowers now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs and Xavier Worthy back in possession here. And he's in the midst of a phenomenal season. Right now you can see he's second in the league in touchdown receptions. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. Second down now, 7 to go. Another carry for him. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Mahomes here from the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. On now comes their punter. And they could really use a good one here.
It's now 4th down.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hauled in left side. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 37. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a 21-yard gain. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw caught at the 6. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. Ball sets them up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Design bootleg here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun here. Vacates. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. Now it's Matthew Wright for this field goal try. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Samuel now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The Chiefs headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackled by Jack Campbell. And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. The return begins on their side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Lions back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete. The Lions readying for the punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. He beams one deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Mahomes completes this one to Gray. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. 1st and 10 from the 41.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Into traffic, complete. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Mahomes now. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 38. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out a yard or 2 shy of the 15.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
1st down from the red zone. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11. Reed now to kick this one away.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the puncher, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. So, 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 32. St. Brown's got it, complete. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Running it after the penalty. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play coming here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Throwing the out route, complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 17. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Coming right is Gibbs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll throw it. The throw is caught. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back now, pressure on its way. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Samuel now to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Dumped off to his running back. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Pistol now for Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled for a short gain. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. Their offense ready to take the field now. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start.
False start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
False start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Pass complete to Gibbs. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. So out now comes the punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he's brought down before the return gets far. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense out to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now they send their back in motion right. 2nd and 13. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw it. Hits his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. A tight end in motion now. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run it from the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs up by 8. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now this offense getting set to work here. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing now, off play action. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now to throw. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Here we go with Montgomery. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. A lot of mess on the move here. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Escapes the sack. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. Another try following the sack. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Lining up to take a knee on second down. They can trot out every offense's favorite formation now, Brock, and kneel out this win. Defense, no timeouts left to stop them. So score this a win for the Chiefs.